Greetings, my followers and subscribers. Tanner here from Tanner's channel. I'm here to do a movie review. It's been a while, I know. Not much of the movies have been appealing to me lately since Venom 3. Now, I did just get home from the movies because I just saw Wicked, the movie. And Cozy wants to say hello. Cozy, say hi. Aww. Say hi. Okay. There she is right there. Now she's just being crazy. Anyway, I just got home from seeing Wicked, the movie. And it's part 1 to be precise, because if y'all don't know, Wicked has been made into a 2-part movie. So part 2 comes out next November. Now you're probably wondering why they've decided to really make into 2 parts. But my guess would be it's just so they could make more money. Now, I'm just going to tell you guys how I felt about the movie. It was fantastic! I loved the Wicked movie. I was worried I wasn't going to like it as much as the stage musical, but it did not disappoint me. And I'm going to tell you this. I thought it was absolutely better than the movie versions of Les Mis, Phantom of the Opera, and Cats. Cats was a terrible movie. But this movie, it went in the right order. It had all the songs from the first act, and they got them all exactly in the right musical orders it did in the musical. I'm going to tell you, it was just really mind-blowing. I loved that they stuck with the story. And man, I just loved it. It was so mind-blowing. And I've seen the show, the musical itself, 6 times, and I still love it. And I decided to wear this cool shirt. My Wicked shirt when I saw it in London over 15 years ago. Wow. After 21 years of the hit Broadway musical blockbuster, the musical has finally been made into a movie, and I did not get disappointed in it at all. Mind-blowing it was. It had a good cast too. It had Cynthia Erivo as Elphaba. She did a great job because she's a singer, because she was in the original Broadway cast of The Color Purple. And she was the Blue Fairy in the live-action remake of Pinocchio. It has pop singer Ariana Grande, because apparently Ariana has always been wanting to play Glinda. And she got her wish. And I was worried I wasn't going to like her version of Popular, but I actually loved it. Though, don't hate me, I'm not too much of an Ariana Grande fan, but good job, Ariana. I loved her performance as Glinda, especially her Popular. It was so funny. I loved that she wasn't trying to copy Kristen Chenoweth. She just knocked it out. It even had Ethan Slater to play Bach. Because Ethan Slater was the original SpongeBob in the SpongeBob musical, and he did a good job as Bach too. But to keep the movie long, they had to extend some numbers and some scenes. Some of them were from the book, which I never read, because to be honest, I heard the book isn't that great. My mom has read it, and don't think I have any interest in reading it either. Please don't hate me for that. But I don't really want to spoil too much, but I just want to spoil this one thing that I just have to let out. I hope you all can take it. If you all have seen the stage musical Wicked, then you know what's going on. If you haven't, then there's something wrong with you. If you go see this movie, then watch part 2 when it comes out and see how it is on stage. But if you guys don't really care, here's my spoiler, if you can handle it. During the number One Short Day, Kristen Chenoweth and Idina Menzel made a cameo. I was hoping that they would make a cameo. I was just so thrilled. that they were able to make a cameo. The original Elphaba, Idina Menzel, and the original Glinda, Kristen Chenoweth. My gosh, can't believe they actually made cameos. My mind was so darn blown by all that. And the next thing I want to point out is they did make Defying Gravity be the final song of the movie, since it's also the final number in Act 1 of the show itself. And they captured it right. It looked exactly like how it did in the end of the stage musical. I just thought it wasn't going to be that great, but it was. I mean, I was cheery. I mean, my mom and I couldn't help but sing along during the numbers because the theater wasn't really that packed. And it has Jonathan Bailey as Fiero. I thought he did a pretty good job. But there were a couple changes. Like, they added in a scene during No One Mourns the Wicked. We see Elphaba as a child. And if you've seen the show, I've seen the show 6 times on stage, and it's coming back. The show's actually coming back here in Arizona in March 4th to the 30th. I am planning on seeing it. If you've seen the show, the midwife is an antelope, but in the movie, they had 2 midwives. They had a wolf who was a doctor, and a bear was the midwife. And she had to help care for Elphaba. It also had Peter Dinklage to voice the goat professor of Shiz, Dr. Dillamond. Now, the number Something Bad was always one of my favorite numbers from that show, though I didn't know Peter Dinklage would sing, especially Jeff Goldblum, who is the wizard. I thought he did great, because we all find out that he's the real wicked person behind this. And he doesn't want Elphaba to expose him. So yeah, I loved the Wicked movie. Yes, I bought this cup when I just saw it. And yeah, I'm not going to review the musical when I saw it because I've already did that 5.5 years ago, but I'm going to try to see as many couple of times as I can when it comes here, and hopefully I'll interview one of the actors to see if they have seen it and what they thought about it. They're excited to see what's going to happen in part 2. If you know but like I said, if you've seen the show, then you know what's going to possibly happen in Act 2. If you haven't, then there's not much that I can say to you guys, but just go see it. Or I can just say, if you've seen the musical before, you're going to be thrilled by the movie. If you've never seen Wicked, the stage musical, before, then what is wrong with your life? There's a documentary on YouTube that explains the history of Wicked, which I won't explain. It's on YouTube. But anyway, I absolutely loved it. I would say it's a great movie based on a musical. Better than Phantom, Les Mis, and Cats. Though I do love Phantom, Les Mis, and Cats and stage musicals more. They're my favorites. But the movies just weren't that great. Versions of theirs weren't that great. So that's just my opinion. But anyway, thank you guys for watching this review. This is the longest review I ever had. Please be sure to like and subscribe, leave good comments, and my show White Christmas opens tonight, and stay tuned to this video until I review part 2. So, see you guys around.